play as they developed for the second game yesterday. Because after Ghost General gave some words, they played much more better. So I wish that after seeing the love coming from the fans, from the family, from the brothers who are rooting for the Ohio Brothers team, TOB make something new and make us go to game number 3.
Geek Fam going on to the blue side this time, and TOB banning the Faramis right at the get-go. They can get back to the Arlot as well as one of their... they banned the backshot themselves.
Here's the thing, Wolf. I kind of feel like for TOB, I want them to go for something comfortable. I want them to go for something that doesn't have a lot of room for errors.
Yep.
Like, pick up Assassin, sure, but pick up an Assassin that you can almost autopilot, or something like a Lancelot or something.
No.
No?
I think that's a great idea. That Lancelot might be the better choice. When you watch all of the games for Best Player 1 and also his streams, I would dare say that his Lancelot is better than his Fanny. It's just that Fanny's always flashy, right?
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to like being reliable, being dependable, and when you're back up against the wall, you go for the Lancelot for Best Player 1.
Well, I don't think it's about the comfort picks here. I think I would kind of lean towards taking some risk, or actually a lot of risk, because this is a take it or leave it chance. This is like to be or not to be chance. So if Team TOB didn't show us something new and also showed some Geek Fam something new and out of the ordinary, maybe they will not make it through the group stage. So TOP right now, by banning that Faramis and also Baxia, which was pretty annoying the last game, but on the other side, I don't think that we are seeing any target bans except for that Baxia, right?
Yep.
The Guinevere is up unless they ban it away, because even the Faramis was banned before. If Geek Fam has the Faramis, it's gonna deny a lot of kills coming in from TOB, so it's gonna slow down their game. Oh wait, sorry, Faramis has been banned. Bruno has been. Oh, Guinevere's up.
This is the green light to pick up the 1-1. Now, if you're Geek Fam.
1-1. But I don't know. I'm not looking at Gwyn here. I think Gwyn's still pretty good.
Gwyn in 1-1 should be the case. There's an argument for picking up the Valentina so you take it away from Hoon. But I dare say that it should be the 1-1 now for Geek Fam. Especially because it's TOB themselves that banned out that Faramis.
Well, even with that 1-1 open last game, they went for the Bruno and they went for the Brody. So maybe they will go for more, as you said, Lafel, comfort options. So at the early stage, I would say maybe we'll see a Valentina once again, or we would see that Guinevere, because Guinevere has been proving herself all over the M5 series. And yes, indeed, the one and only Guinevere, one of the most picked and banned heroes.
Yep. And there goes the 1-1. Do they combo it up with the Terizla?
Honestly, at this point,
or a market,
should TOB respect the Phoveus? Give me some insight here, Wolf. Is look good on the Phoveus?
I think the last time I see Luke become good at Phoveus was season 10 of
that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I wouldn't like put him in a level of the other, good Phoveus players, because it's not his.
Sure.
That's not his hero.
So basically, it's like
archetype,
out of practice then.
Yeah, exactly. Luke wants to go in, but in a flashy manner, not in a demonic first manner where there's a lot of like conditions.
All right, Khalid.
And, it's like Khalid or Lapu-Lapu, Pakiro.
Yeah.
Those, I don't know how to explain it, but more like
he wants to carry.
Exactly.
He wants to dish out the damage.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that also we might see Phoveus buff for the mid lane, because it's still an option. But Team Geek, they go for a good setup. They go for a really good composition here. Having the claw, the knock-up from the Minotaur, that will help Guinevere. I think this is a really good first phase of drafting for Team Geek Fam.
You know what draft this is for Geek Fam?
What?
It forces your opponents to dance. It forces your opponents to jump up high in the air like they don't care. Minotaur can do it. Guinevere can do it. When Claw goes in, you want to run away.
But
you're going to be like,
I think dancing, but not in the way they wanted to.
Yep. They're forced in a bad dance.
Yeah.
With TOB, so the idea for you for Geek Fam is to just take away the Minotaur. Okay.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh.
This Diggy is evil. This Diggy.
This Diggy.
The eyes are cute, but the heart is devilish.
Yep. Okay, the idea here obviously is to utilize that hero for protection, right?
Yep.
So this is like a
Oh, damage as well, man.
yep in the late game.
So
Another
scary.
portions of the game.
Divine Glaive Diggy.
That's very true. So I would think that Geek Fam are interested in taking a hero that kind of can step on those diggy bombs, you know?
Khalid.
Something like Uranus.
No, I just
I
want
would go
Khalid
for
to
Uranus
just
too.
kill this Diggy before this Diggy can do anything.
True.
I feel like the best way to deal with the Diggy is to cook it.
You're right. So Farsa should be the choice here for Geek Fam.
What about?
Or
and
Valir.
I want your I want your insight on that, Wolf.
Yeah.
We have Guinevere here. She might go for the XP lane, and then you have an assassin or like an opportunity to take an assassin because taking a one in a blink of an eye, also a Diggy
Yeah.
can be like more of an assassin pick here.
My general idea is you don't want to go for assassin kind of compositions or farm dependent composition when you already have the Claude. So
Alright.
you're gonna have an XP laner here that kind of provides the vision, be in the front lines as well as the Minotaur, you know, so that they can check the bushes, they can control the map better.
We haven't seen this hero for a while, but is Yuzong usable here?
Against a DK and a Valentina, probably not. And obviously the 1-1 likes that kind of likes that
Alright,
matchup,
got
you
it.
know. But
I don't think
again, one, you know,
You called the Farsa.
You called Farsa. Okay. One thing that I want to say though is that surely, like Yuzhong versus Digi, Yuzhong versus 1-1, individually that's not a good case. But
Got it.
imagine if you have Minotaur, Guinevere as well as Yuzhong, what CC do you actually control?
Yeah.
At all? You kind of overload it
Yeah.
in the end. So maybe there's a world like that.
Leo seems angry
Yep.
in both real life and non-real life.
Yep.
Interesting to see as well, where both teams they have moved away from this burst damage goal laners, and now
Yeah.
they're going for those attack speed. So
Yeah.
I don't know, could be a more drawn out
Yes.
fight.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
more
will
drawn
be.
out team fight.
It will be.
But if that's
Especially
the
with
case,
Minotaur.
yeah, if that's the case, I think it's more favored for Geek Fam because they can heal.
Yeah, because they have that Minotaur with the motivation roar. You steal the Uranus now, right? No, you go Martis. I think that's smart. Very smart coming out from TOB.
But for sure, we have seen during the past 2 days is that Martis, whenever he goes up against Guinevere, even though he's supposed to be really good with
Yeah.
the immunity on the second skill, he always falls for the second skill from the
Yeah.
side of the Guinevere players. So I don't know if it's actually, yeah, it is on paper it is a good it is a good pick, but
Yeah.
execution it hasn't been the best so far.
Yeah, I agree. You can even think about the Paquito here for Geek Fam because you can now split the map. So that's a different area. You can go Uranus for some sort of front line, but with the Paquito, you have a way to farm the map because you can control the map. Then you go something along the lines of Lilia actually here for Geek Fam so that you have sustained damage. Our choice is the Novaria.
Oh,
So the Khalid is still there.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Dude.
Lafel's right. It's your birthday, and
Yeah.
you're smarter than us.
No, for me,
Yep.
damage is king. They
Yeah.
can't do anything if they're dead, so just kill the
Actually,
Diggy
you're
and
right.
kill the 1-1, yeah.
You're right.
Thank you.
agree.
I like being right on my right day.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm going to be
You're
wrong tomorrow.
Happy right day to you.
Happy right day.
Okay.
We have seen Gord. I think the only time we saw Gord in this competition was in the hands of Hoon. So this time he's gonna play against his own creation, let's say, in the M5. But you're actually right. You want to use on.
I didn't say which team, so
Yeah.
Again, happy right day to you.
happy birthday.
Happy right day to you, Lafel. Okay, so what do we like about the Yuzhong is that it has access to the backlines, which Gord hates. Also, the Claude might be having a little bit of problem. Might even think about picking up the Purify just for this game.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not an actual counter. I think among all of the marksmen out there, Claude is a hero that's not that bothered by the Yuzhong.
Huh. Well, I have this habit of saying, who do you guys
Wow.
lean towards in terms of the draft? Well, in terms of numbers,
Whoa.
everything leans towards TOB. Oh, is it?
8.3 over 5.4? It probably is the biggest like margin that I've seen so far.
I'm dyslexic. I couldn't tell.
Yeah. TOB has a 8.4 rating. Geek
But-
Fam has a 5.4 rating.
Right now, it's match point for Geek Fam. It's now or never. TOB has to win this one. If not, 90%. not going to the knockouts. Good luck to both teams. We're going into the land of Dawn.
TOB, they have to execute this draft in a really good way, because if they did less than perfect, Team Geek will not forgive them. One mistake away from being on the edge of being disqualified from the group stage. TOB are facing a nightmare, and Geek fam are just close to a dream.
And right now, Marky here is, I mean, this is the life of a Claude. You're not going to be winning a lot of lanes. You have to anticipate that the opposing laner wants to bully you out.
Yep. Especially if you're facing up against a 1-1 plus a Diggy. It's going to be a problem. Okay, they missed all their knockups. And Hoon is here. By the way, good combo with the Minotaur plus the Guinevere.
Oh,
hidden combo.
I got to say, this is a very aggressive Khalid.
Yep.
Pretty aggressive Khalid.
Assassin Emblem, Rupture, and having that extra 6% when the opponent is alone, he wants that first blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to just participate, he wants to take some kills, actually. Looking at the bot lane, I'm going to focus a little bit on the matchup between the 1-1 and the Claude. He will try to buy some time, or at least his team will try to buy some times for him, but it's so hard actually against a Diggy. Babysit Diggy have been so annoying for many seasons, and having a taste of that from Zia, I don't think that, or I actually think that Team TOB can pull this off.
Spending a lot of time up top lane. Nael is actually still there.
That was not a full combo, and that's already half HP.
Yep.
At this point, I feel like Luke is like, dude, come out! Fight me!
Fight me.
And now it looks like the turtle is going to get started up, and Milo is not allowed to get out of his lane. Lucas here engages onto best play one, and Super Shark gets taken down. First blood for Luke, and that's what Luke wants. He doesn't care if he goes down. Milo jumps in with the Black Dragon form, but Nail able to secure the turtle for himself. Beloyski has to run away, but look at the boy killing best player one, getting a double kill, and now Hoon. Looks like Neil wants to drop Hoon down, but Hoon survives.
Man, what a gush coming out from a boy. And it was all set up, of course, with Nael just landing a Violent Requiem onto two members of Ohio Brothers. And use that ray coming out from the gush. It hits two people. And Geek fam are now very happy of what happened.
Yeah, look. Except for the fight that happened in the top lane, I think that Murky so far is doing really good. But let me go a little bit. Let me go back to that team fight. I think that everything went in the right direction. Every star aligned for Team Geek fam to do the perfect move at the perfect time. Looking at the gold earned, I think that E-Boy after that double kill will hurt. Will hurt for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like he already hurt just now, and the Ohio Brothers kind of felt it. They're like, yo, what's up with this gourd?
Yep. You don't want the gourd to have a lot of farm because it's naturally scaling hero. So if you speed up the scaling of the gourd, that's not a good sign.
That was a good projectile from a boy,
Oh
stopping Hoon in his tracks and just killing him there.
Tasting some of his magical damage, Hoon is now suffering from E-Boy.
This is what I feel about like how you deal with Diggy. You have a lot of sources of stuns and hard stuns, like the Minoan Fury, the stun coming out from the Gourd, obviously the combo from the Guinevere. You have so many CC that the Needles and Flowers as well as the Divine Judgment, if layered properly, cannot actually like overcome all of it, right? So it's like you're overloading when it comes to like the frequency of stuns.
Ignoring Marky actually is quite dangerous for Team TOP because so far, yes, you did put that Diggy on the gold lane, but still, Marky is getting his Demon Hunter sword, he's getting all the farm in the world, he's moving freely, he doesn't feel the pressure coming from the Diggy, so they will actually be a lot... Oh, what's that?
Well, Luke taking a lot of damage. I'm guessing he took way too much turret damage, and now the turtle's going to get started up by the Ohio Brothers. They got to find a way to deal with a boy, because if not, a boy... Oh, never mind. I guess that's how you deal with a boy. Just make it so that he used the Mystic Gush way earlier. Hoon jumps in with the Minoan Fury. Beloyski is all alone. Beloyski is trying to run away, but Milo drops him down. And now the turtle is up for a contest. Milo zoning a boy out. Look goes in, but he doesn't have damage. And Nail secures the turtle steal. And again, looks like Milo has nowhere to run. Kill goes over to Nail.
Wonderful fight already for the Ohio Brothers. They found a good opening. And actually, good punish onto Beloyski. Unfortunately, Milo kind of overheat. And he tried to go for more, and then they lost the turtle afterwards. So what looked to be a very good play coming out from the Ohio brothers turned out to be a disastrous play. Because now Marky, actually, while that was happening, he gets 2 lanes of minions. And now he is 500 gold above Zia. As a Claude, you're very happy about that.
Actually, Nail, he already got his Blade of Hypnosis, and that's gonna be so annoying for Milo, I would say, because so far he has shown his emblem with a really high damage potential, and now having this like first hit that will deal a lot of damage. Team the Ohio brothers are actually not quite as aggressive as I expected them to be at the second game.
Now looking like, I feel like part of the reason is because Milo doesn't really get to roam around.
Yep.
He's just hugging his turret.
At this point, yeah, that's all that he can do.
And so for now, Niall looks like best player 1 wants to fight him, but that's a discrepancy in level. Nail's level 9. Best player's level 8. I kind of feel like best player didn't saw that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not a big fan of the 1-1 because I think that there's too many ways to stop her. Not just like in terms of mobility. Even when she deals damage, you can either use the Wind of Nature or even freeze yourself out. So I think that even when Zia approaches that late game, it's gonna be so hard for him to either have a crossbow of tank or even complete it.
I gotta say, the Minotaur is an answer now to the 1-1, I think. Because you tank so much of the damage, and you're not easily dying. You also heal your teammates, so that's a lot of support. And you can probably see a lot of people putting more attention towards the Minotaur when it comes to like answering the 1-1.
As a roamer, Minotaur is one of the heroes that got me high
okay.
rank first, but
Wow.
now Nail dropping best player 1. Boy, the damage is there. The Ohio brothers, they gotta respect this because a boy's a problem. 401.
That is the classic Geek Fam LBM, Lethal Burst meta that they did a year ago. Always looking for big initiations, and they found that best players that are walking on the river without his anti-CC. That's why that immediate jump coming out from Nael, good heads up play, because all of a sudden a boy was in range. The box was already set up, and Geek Fam already punished best player.
And by now it has become normal for me to see that Marathus player cannot deal with that Guinevere. Even though they do have that mobility, even though they have the immunity, they still cannot escape that second skill and the jump. Luke, he's quite confident there up on the top lane, and A-Boy just with 1 skill, so 2 skills, got the half of HP of Zia.
Right now, I'm just worried for Zia. I kind of feel like I'm worried that Zia might die before getting that crossbow of Tang off.
Yeah.
And now it looks like Beloyski and Nail is looking at Zia Markey. If no one's going to stop him, he's going to get this turret. Best player 1 goes in front. The Mystic Projectile hits onto Zia, and now a Mystic Gush onto best player 1. A boy's going to get engaged on Milo with the Black Dragon form. Finds a boy. A boy in the backline, but looks like Team Ohio brothers are doing it. Beloyski is low. Markey goes back in with the Blazing Web. Finds Zia. Will Zia go down? Zia's still coming back. Luke! Luke is there. Gets Zia all alone, taking quite a lot of damage, and best player 1 wants him, but Milo gets him.
Overall good fight for Team OI brothers. Finally, they found their opening, and they punished Nael from being very aggressive into the backlines. They even survived Markey. Fortunately for Geek Fam, there still is Luke, but he died in the process. So I would rate that as a TOB win, nonetheless.
Yeah, and also they were cheating death actually. All of them were 0 HP, almost 0 HP. The Ohio brothers, this is the first engage they do that can turn things around, because the Lord is 10 seconds away, and now they do have a chance to contest that Lord.
Super Shark is fighting against a boy with the highest damage dealt with.
Yep.
His Diggy is evil.
This Dig is evil.
You have to cook
evil
it.
egg. That happens a lot.
And now Super Shark taking quite a lot of damage from a boy, and a boy is still 4-0-1. We saw how Milo tried to engage onto him, but it looks like the entire team was ready to respond. And is the Ohio brothers going to respond? Because the Lord is 15,000 HP. Best player 1 goes in front, but for now, I don't know.
Marky's low.
Milo using the Black Dragon form. Looks like the Lord has been resetted. And this is what Geek Fam wants. They just want to reset.
Definitely. They will just reset because they know no Dragonite form.
Yeah.
No Dragon form for Milo. That's a massive ultimate that they don't have.
Agreed.
And actually, Geek Fam, they want to fight. They want to drain TOP's ultimates out, and right now looking at the formations, I think they want to engage once again.
Yeah, and right now Luke still has his Raging Sandstorm, so if the Ohio Brothers slip, even if the Diggy cancels the crowd control, the damage is still there. Speaking of damage, best player one taking quite a little bit of it, and Marky goes in front, finds Milo. Milo's going very, very low, but no and Fury from Hoon. Zia gets the kill on to Luke. Nail still secures the Lord.
Yep.
Worth it, IDK.
Generally, obviously for GEEK Fam, that's worth it because that gives gold for Markin. They can control now the lanes. They only lost one hero, so it's not as disastrous as you would think. Not the perfect one, but I think worth it for GEEK Fam.
Looking at Valentina, actually, I kind of forgot that if she stole the ultimate from that Minotaur, she can be quite annoying for Team GEEK.
Yep.
Oh, nice damage from E-Boy. But again, going back to my point, I think that at some point, Hoon can flip things around. It's not about surprising your enemy that you have this anti-CC hero, which is Diggy. You also can make a really good engage with a Flicker ult, stolen ult, but still an ult from Hoon.
Now GEEK Fam pressuring the mid lane. It's very, very low at this point, and Beloyski is just healing up all the damage coming in from the auto alarm bombs.
Looking towards the... Look at the map coming out from GEEK Fam. All of the lanes are pushing. But this is the goal that you should have when you have the first Lord. Just pop the Holy Defense, which is now popped into the bottom lane, mid lane. Fortunately for TOB, they have a wonderful defense, so that's a great job. Keeping their tier 2 turret in the middle. Up top though, they lost it.
Wolf, I just have one question though. Ohio Brothers, are they able to fight during the late game? Like when all items are there, can they fight back?
Quick answer to that, yes. They have the 1-1, they have the Diggy.
Right, now best player one is pushed out of the mid lane. GEEK Fam successfully got all outer turrets from the Ohio Brothers. Now it's all just inhibitors.
Yep.
I would say that imagining an ideal world, Team TOP, if they make that Flicker ult by Hoon using the Minotaur ult and also opening crossbow of Tang, things might turn towards the side of Team TOB. But so far, they should go back. They should withdraw. They should wait until the waves come and the opportunity reveals itself, because they are waiting not for an outplay from them. It's also they are waiting for a mistake, and they need to force a mistake out of Team GEEK Fam.
Beloyski gonna be spotted by best player one, and at this point you wanna secure your jungle now. If you're the TOB, you want to have at least a chance to go toe-to-toe with Nael. He's level 15. Nael's level 15 now. You want to get to level 15 before the next Lord. Unfortunately for TOB, they are denied of that idea. Look at how GEEK Fam is playing. They're taking over the jungle.
Yeah, and also they are freezing the lanes, which makes a lot of sense, because what can TOB do except for going out of their inhibitor turrets? Right now, Team GEEK are actually not just asking, they are demanding Team TOB to come out of their base, to come out of their inhibitor turrets, just to have one more fight. And in this fight, everything can just flip around.
Even Marky is level 15 right now. GEEK Fam, they could do what they did previously and force out the Black Dragon form out of Milo. And once the Black Dragon form is not there, they could try to get in with a fight. The Lord this time is going to be much more valuable because it is going to be enhanced Lord. So the Ohio Brothers now, what are they going to do?
They have to make sure that their ultimates are layered together. And they have to kill people with their ultimate timing. This is very important. It's about mechanics now for TOB.
Yep, Look is looking for the Ohio Brothers. Zia is
Ouch.
far behind, and Super Shark is taking way too much damage from a boy. Black Dragon form coming in from Milo, trying to find any targets, and GEEK Fam is like, we're just kidding, we're gonna back off, but the Lord still hasn't been resetted. Nail is still holding on to it. Look is behind. They find best player one, gets bursted down. Look gets the kill.
They got what they wanted. That's what I have to say. They got what they wanted.
That was beautiful. Let me be a nerd here a little bit.
Go ahead.
They utilized the BMI as well as the projectile coming out from a boy to actually watch the left mid bush. So they found Hoon actually, and then Marquis blinks in with the BMI, knowing that he has the Purify, he can fight, and he zoned out Hoon. And that allowed the entirety of GEEK Fam on the left side to be able to catch best player one without skill 2. So that's no CC on the Martis.
Super Shark. Oh,
Oh
they can't take it down.
word.
Look has the damage, and he wants that Diggy to know. This is how you deal with a Diggy. You kill it before it becomes a problem. Now, the Ohio brothers, they're doing their very best to protect their base.
The Lord is marching down bottom. Zia has to go in front. Zia is gonna get chased down. Hoon goes down to Marky, blazing the wet by this claw. Unstoppable killing spree by Luke. Game goes over to Geek Fam.
Not having Diggy was the key to finish this game. It was actually so hard even by having the Diggy. Imagine without having the Diggy. The gold speaks, the strength speaks. Team Geek Fam takes game number 2, a full sweep to Geek Fam.
Dude, this is what we expected from Geek Fam. Winning is not enough. Winning dominantly, that's what I would say the world was expecting of.
Yeah, I agree with you because it has been a very long time since I've seen that little burst kind of gameplay that they're doing. Like, see a person, just take him down quickly. That's the Martis that they were eyeing. And a massive win as well for Team Geek Fam, getting the 2-0 victory. Fortunately for the side of TOB, even though they have a very low chance getting to the knockouts, what advantage they have against Geek Fam is that they have a 1-2 loss. So that 1 point actually going up against Dave Vu was very important.
They need to take 2-0 against Homeboys just to have more, or like to turn the odds to look into their favor. I would actually say that Team TOB have shown us really good performance out of the NA region, so it's gonna be really hard not to see them go to the playoffs because they have proven that they are worthy of going to the playoffs.
I mean, that's the reality of competition.
That's right.
One person goes to the front and another person might have to go home. But either way, we're going to talk more about this game because we got to talk about the MVP. And I got to say, in this game, it could go to anyone.
Yeah,
that's right. I mean, Luke, even after dying so much in this game, played his part so well.
Fastly. Who do you think it is before it comes?
Ooh, I think Niall, actually.
Niall.
Or maybe, actually, it's a boy.
One. You have to
Aboy.
Okay, I would say Aboy. You?
Aboy.
Okay, so we all three Aboy. I was about to say, like, if someone says
we
something
say that it's Bloisky.
Do you even curse like your MVP predictions?
No.
But
it's your right day.
But it's your right day.
Then it's a boy.
Then it's a boy. All right.
I'm like a doctor. It's like, give me the news. The news is, it's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. Okay.
Congratulations, it's a boy. Or maybe
wait,
not.
wait.
Maybe
not
not.
this.
Slow your roll here. Slow your roll.
It's a boy!
It's a
boy.
Alhamdulillah.
All right. But,
Mr. Right Day.
Mr. Right, indeed. 5-0-5. I will always remember that play that he did in the mid lane where he was able to land a gush. And I think that his chemistry with his team, his synergy with his team is top-notch. Remember when they were able to take out Best Player, when Best Player was just walking towards the turtle and they already have the stun? It kind of felt like a boy read the minds of his teammates that when a stun actually lands, the gush will be there within a fraction of a second. You cannot even react. We're going to see the first turtle fight will be in the favor of the side of Geek Fam, especially because they were able to zone out Super Shark, and even after Luke died, it was more than enough. At that beautiful gush coming out from a boy, able to land out like a Super Saiyan. Again, we're gonna see him just perform well with this ultimate, and every time that there is someone getting stunned, the follow-up up with the gush is always there. So this is turtle number 2, which would have been good already for the side of TOB, but they lost. And Luke saving the day, catching Zia with a passive, which, you know, this is the part where we know that the Khalid's passive is actually pretty good because of the range that you have. And look at that. They land the stand on Best Player 1, immediately the gush was already there. It's like a boy is hyper aware of his teammates. The chemistry is there, and he pops the gush in the right moments.
Yeah, and I also think that the double kill in the early game made him few steps ahead from Hun in terms of lane phasing. And actually, by seeing his damage by the late game, he was so hard to kill. Actually, even though you have that Yuzong that can reach Gordon the backlines, he was so hard to find, hard to kill. 0 death, right?
Yeah, 0 deaths. 5-0-5, I believe. Majority of the deaths from Geek Fam was from Luke, but then again, there were deaths like the without any kind of benefits, right?
Like he's trading something for something.
Almost all the time, and he's doing a lot of good stuff for Geek Fam that allowed them to win this match. And by the way, Marquis also had a lot of good plays, at least on my eyes, because he was able to use the BMI as to, again, bait out TOB, like what he did before in the MPLID playoffs. And I think that overall, all of the members of Geek Fam have woken up.
I feel like Luke made it easy for them to get all these objectives. 9 turrets,
I agree.
2 lords, 3 turtles, 0 lords, and 0 turtles for TOB, because he makes sure that Milo did not get to play. Like, he prevented a lot of plays from happening, giving so much space to Geek Fam.
Yeah, as you said, Lafel, they want to end, and they want to end it strong. They want a dominant game, and that's what they got.
Yeah. You can see the rich guy Marky, of course, high GPM. He started his double lane rather early because of how Geek Fam have devised their macro. But when it comes to the damage, Albo, that is a boy. There was only one time when we saw that his ultimate was used to kind of scout out where TOB was. But at the same time, he lands the sphere as well. So I think that the Mystic Sphere, his connection with him is actually pretty good. 72,000 with, interestingly, Baloski only dealt 8.4k. I mean, that's his job.
Yeah, I mean,
that's his job.
Dude, if he is doing Diggy numbers, something is wrong.
Exactly.
He's building a Blade of Despair on this Minotaur.
Yep, that's right. But you gotta have to take note.
But that does sound like a Beloyski thing to do.
That's true. That is true. Damage taken though. Yeah, that is a Beloyski thing.
Yeah, that is a Beloyski thing to do, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. I gotta say though, best player won, and with this Martis, it looked like it will be effective for the team, especially because you combo that up with aggressive heroes like the Valentina. But if you pick up this Diggy, you're not necessarily trying to get the kills up. So that's when I thought like maybe the Martis might not be the best hero for best player. You would want something along the lines of a Lancelot instead, because what Lancelot does is to get in the lane, not front for you.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for a Diggy, you need to bait someone, right? In order for the Diggy to be effective, somebody has to be in the front lines of TOB, and nobody from their lineup wants to be in the front lines. Imagine